So, got some, I don't know, maybe bad news for this channel. So as you know, I've been planning on getting pigs this spring. And I've really been doing a lot of research on this, thinking about what we wanted to do, how we wanted to do it. I was going to set them down in this area here. You'll probably be able to see an old building that has fallen down. I would imagine that was some sort of barn or shed or for goats would be my guess. I don't know why I think that. I'm going to put a pig pen right about in here in this area where these little saplings are. It's going to make it, I don't know, 16 by 8. Get myself a barrel so I can feed them some water and put a little shelter there. I was going to get 3 pigs. One's going to be for mom and then 2 for us. And then we were going to butcher it in November. So I would say around May time would be the perfect time to get pigs. Now, 6 months, if you Google this, it pops right up. In 6 months, a pig will gain 280 pounds roughly. After the 6 months, if you continue to feed them, they'll still gain weight, but it won't be cost effective anymore. You'll end up spending more money than you'll gain the weight from the pig. If you think you want a 1,000-pound pig and you're going to feed it until it gains 1,000 pounds, it would probably be better just to raise 5 pigs for 6 months, 4 or 5 pigs for 6 months, and it'd be cheaper in the food cost. So we're going to get 2. That would give us 300 jars of food. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do that this year. Now, I know that's been very disappointing for a lot of folks who watch this channel, but as you know, I'm struggling with this channel. It's been pretty bad on this channel for a while now. I know a lot of people have their opinions why and what I need to do to fix it and all that, but Carolyn and I have already decided what we're going to do, and we're quite happy with our decision. This channel, unless it recovers on its own, I intend to put no effort into it to recover it. I intend to continue to put effort into it to make videos, and I'll do the best I can, but I can't invest. I mean, I hear so many people tell me I need to build something that'll rejuvenate my channel, but I don't know how to explain this any better. When I started building the tiny house is when I started losing viewers, and it has went downhill ever since. I've been at 49,000 subscribers for a year. It just doesn't grow anymore. I mean, I would just love to see 50,000. I just would love to see it, but it goes from 49,100 to 49,300 and then back down to 100 and fluctuates. Of course, you got the trolls who have zillions of accounts, fake accounts, and so they subscribe all their fake accounts, and then 2 or 3 times a day they remove 2 subscribers at a time, 2 accounts at a time. I mean, they act like there's some mystery what's going on. Oh, look at you're losing subscribers this month. What's going on? Well, because you're unsubscribing, duh. It just amazes me that 60-year-old men will sit around and subscribe and unsubscribe to YouTubers. What a pathetic life. And then they'll get on and make fun of me saying I have the pathetic life. This channel is just really struggling. And I've tried several things to improve it. Everybody has different theories, but I'll tell you what is working is creating a new YouTube channel. That has worked out really well. It's already making half as much money with 2,600 subscribers as this channel is. And I only put out a video every other day, whereas with this channel I put out a video every day. So I mean, it's got huge potential. And the thing about the new channel is I actually have ideas on how I can do different things with it. If the comedy thing doesn't work, or I see that it's not working, I can change it over the next few days, a couple weeks, maybe a month, over to a news channel, and it would just kind of be a gradual transition. Or if I see that people don't like the headline comedy, maybe I can do there's a guy called JP, I think his name's Morgan, I don't know, redheaded guy with long hair. He'll pick a topic and make jokes about that. I can do that. That would be fun. And so there's lots of room for changing course with the channel without actually changing the concept of the channel. But with this channel, there's nothing more to do. Yeah, I can get pigs, but there's no guarantee pigs is going to make this channel grow. Chickens didn't. I could build something, but there's no guarantee building something is going to make this channel grow. And that's a huge investment. Huge investment. I spent $5,000 on building that tiny house, and there's no way YouTube paid for that house. I get that all the time. Well, if you invest in the channel, it'll pay you back. It doesn't. That means that I got to rethink what we're going to do about this channel, about what our life's all about. And right now, I think it would be a mistake to buy pigs. Not the pigs. The pigs would actually be a good financial idea. But that means I got to buy fencing material. I got to buy a shelter. I'm going to have to buy barrels. I'm going to have to build a watering system. We're talking several hundred, maybe even $1,000, trying to get a pig pen established. One that would be acceptable to the YouTube viewer, because if you don't do it right, YouTube viewers like to turn you in, and you know, they'll call animal abuse or, you know, somebody. I've seen that too many times. You got to be careful on how you present things. So Carolyn and I decided that we're going to hold off on getting the pigs. Now, here's several reasons why. Obviously, YouTube is the biggest reason, because we're just not making a lot of money right now, and I don't want to dip into our savings. I want to continue to add money to our savings. And even with the money that we're making right now, I'm still putting money into savings each month. And I'm really proud of myself for that. It's the first time in my life that I've been able to think about my retirement more than now. We don't have any bills, so I can just put money in savings and worry about my retirement. And there are people who will tell me that's stupid. You're supposed to make money so you can have a little bit of fun. Well, the property is fun. This is my fun. So that argument just goes out the window once you understand how enjoyable living here is. The other thing is if we were to do it, it would be a rush. Even if we went and got the fencing material today and we started working on it today, we would rush around and we'd make mistakes and we'd run into problems, and then we'd jury rig the problem and it would just fester and get worse. I mean, it's like the chicken coop. We built a mobile chicken coop and then realized, I don't know, several months after that, that we didn't really want it mobile. This way we can really focus in on how we want to do it. And we can spend several months doing it. Buying some fencing here, buying some fencing there. One of the things that I just now figured out how to do is get 16-foot panels home without having to go rent a trailer or, you know, a bigger truck or something. I don't know what we would do. We'd have to get a trailer. Well, we don't have to rent a trailer now. We learned that you can bend these panels enough that you can get them into the back of a truck. Well, if I'd have just rushed out last month when I had planned to do it, we'd ended up spending more money on the trailer. Now, the last thing we've talked about quite a bit is the garden. We want to be able to raise a garden that would help sustain the pigs. So as you know, we're going to grow corn, and we're going to use the corn stalks as food. The problem is we won't have any corn stalks until, so this is the garden that we've been working on. And so we don't have any corn stalks right now, so when we got them in May, we wouldn't be able to feed them. We'd have to go buy pig food. Well, what we're thinking is if we raise a good garden this year, not only will it give us a learning lesson on how to grow a nice garden, we also have food to feed the pigs right from the get-go. We'd have all these corn stalks that we could be hanging and drying, probably dry them in the camper. And then we could start feeding them the corn stalks and, you know, whatever other things that we'd put aside. We might be able to grow some Milo or, you know, lots of different things to become more self-sustaining instead of just rushing into it so we can make a YouTube video. Which I think is partly why we decided to get pigs in the first place, was to help grow the YouTube channel. But it feels a lot better to live our life without the worry of having to grow a YouTube channel. Once I decided the channel has failed and then I need to go somewhere else, you know, do something else, living this lifestyle has become a lot easier. Now, the other aspect of this is now that we are trying to grow another channel, that channel does take quite a bit of time to do. With this channel, I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I edit a video for about 2 hours, get it uploaded and thumbnail and title and all that stuff. So I already got 2 hours invested into this channel. And then I start looking at news reports for the new channel and trying to come up with comedy skits and, you know, just everything that you can think of, trying to prepare for a video every other day on the new channel. So that takes an enormous amount of time. And depending on, I guess, the way I feel, I don't know what the deal is. Some days I really struggle making the jokes. Other days, like today, I sat down, I don't know, for 2 hours, and I'm just typing away joke after joke, and I'm thinking, man, these are funny jokes too. Whereas when I'm struggling, I'm like, man, I don't know, that one doesn't really sound good. But it does take time for the other channel. Well, while I'm trying to grow a channel, a new channel, it would be a bad idea to try to raise pigs at the same time. I wouldn't be able to give them the attention they really needed. And if something happened, let's say a pig got loose, and I'm sitting there trying to write for my other channel, one thing or another would go wrong. Either the pig would run away and never find it, or I would have to miss a video on that other channel. Now, I know that this thinking is going to upset people. Well, you still have an audience you have to satisfy. That's what I'm going to hear. I'm going to hear it, that I have an audience that I have to satisfy, and I'm just trying to be as honest as possible. If I have, let's say, a building, and I'm selling things, and I'm going broke, I'm going to end up having to close the doors on that building. So that store no longer is satisfying its customers at all, period, zero. At least with this channel, I can at least put some stuff out, try and inspire people to live their dream. And the nice thing about this is that is what this channel is about. The nice thing is I can still live my dream. I mean, think about this, and not make any money. I mean, with revenue being down so low right now, and I'm still putting money in savings, that's the dream. That's the goal, not raising pigs. So if you'll click onto this pop-up right here, it says up next, I appreciate it. That takes you over to my other channel. So I hope I can inspire you to make good financial decisions so you can live your dream. Thanks for watching.